here and take a look at how I got this laid out, footprint for this cabin on the lake over here in Arkansas. I had to come in here kind of late and get started laying out all the lines for the base of this cabin, and I worked till about 11 o'clock last night, so I don't know what this is going to look like, but we're off and running. See the water line on this tree over here, and that's for an extremely high year, so the base of this cabin will be right at that water line, and this thing will float up if it gets beyond that. So kind of on a high spot back away from the edge of the lake, so should be okay right here. It's a guarantee water's coming in here every year, especially in the springtime. And there, where I slept last night. And I was a happy man to find out that I had some coffee with me, because I didn't know for sure, but I was hoping. And I found a little bit of oatmeal. Didn't really intend to stay here last night, but it got late and I decided to go ahead and get started. So this will be low enough on this end over here where I can put in a little fur shed on this end of the cabin, and I set up a place where I can do skin all my fish, clean the fish, and skin the beavers and dry some fur on this end of the house over here. That's it. The initial layout. And new beginning. New project. And a new state. This puts me, actually, this is still in Mississippi. Part of this is Mississippi, and the other part is Arkansas. I'm right on the border, so I can hunt and fish this area on this lake anyway with Mississippi license. We're off and running. New cabin. Go over here and check on breakfast. Looks like oatmeal is just about ready. Got my coffee here. Kinda definitely cooler this morning. Pretty foggy. Hadn't heard any ducks yet, but snow geese are on the move. So somebody's coming down the levee right now. We're gonna get a little breakfast and then continue laying out the footing on this cabin. So Over and out for now. Somebody they're cutting timber down there, hauling that timber out. We'll check back later when we make a little more progress here. Let me get to my breakfast right now. I told him I didn't have I needed some storage room to keep all my stuff so I could have my truck empty, so they're bringing me a storage bin up here right now so I have a place to keep all my stuff while I'm working. Oh, mercy. Look good to me. Oh man, that's perfect. That way I can lock it up too. Nice.
How's that? You like that?
Y'all want to be on YouTube?
That'll pick you up right here. I don't know nothing about YouTube.
Everything laid out. Got a new lot lined up here, and starting the foundation on the cabin. Got a little fire going, starting to get a little bit cool. Probably do about a 20 by 20 with a small deck off the back, a little fish cleaning table, and probably a small entryway on the front porch. Getting ready to settle in beside this fireplace. Hopefully we'll get some better film in the morning. Over and out. Got the knee wall in, and I built a little lean-to shelter off the back of it. So I got a foam block in there. I'll use that for a bed, my sleeping bag. It's gonna work out good for a lean-to, and I'll put my fireplace right here in front of it. That's first exterior knee wall. I may try to get this other one if I can find enough light. I got a light over here. Go ahead and get it built, and if I can, I'll go ahead and get it braced up. We're making progress. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning. I thought the coyotes might lay low, but they're starting to get stirred up a little bit. I got a little lean-to built for me to hunker down in tonight. Got a little bit of coffee going here. Sitting back listening to the barges on the river. Wind is picking up big time. I know we had rain on the way. It's Monday morning. Started in about I guess about 1:30. But that lake is rough today. Storm is on the way. But I got these knee walls up. I got to put one more middle wall in and start putting these floor joists in after that. We're on the way, making progress. Go over here and check on breakfast. Looks like oatmeal is just about ready. Got my coffee here. Definitely cooler this morning. Pretty foggy. Hadn't heard any ducks yet, but snow geese are on the move. So somebody's coming down the levee right now. We're gonna get a little breakfast and then continue laying out the footing on this cabin. So over and out for now. Somebody they're cutting timber down there, hauling that timber out. We'll check back later when we make a little more progress here. Let me get to my breakfast right now. Kind of a gap, pretty good time gap in between when I first started over here laying out for the perimeter of the foundation. This thing is about 3.5 feet off the ground. Got some flotation under it, and I got poles set in the ground so this whole cabin floats up and down when the water comes in here. So it's kind of missed a lot of the progress along the way, but we'll kind of show you what we got going here. Starting to frame it up a little bit. Got some leveling to do and then some more flotation to put in. Show you what's going on here. We're getting there slowly but surely, step by step. Come back with a progress report a little ways down the road and see what we can get done here. Alright, the Colorado trip is over. Bad Company concert. The USAPL National Powerlifting Championships is in the books. Back in my neck of the woods now, and back to the real world. I got to get over here and get some work done on this cabin. So we're headed back to Arkansas now. And I've got to unload some material, and then once I get all this material over here, I can get back to trying to make some progress on this cabin. But right now we're crossing this river. Check back once we get over here to the camp. Over and out. All this material is came from a tear out on a job that I put in a new hardwood floor, and I'm going to try to reuse these pavers. I believe I can use for the floor of a mud room. Come in from duck hunting, come in from fishing. Take your muddy boots off. I'll use them for the floor coverings on that little area, and then I can also use them for the base of I'll probably put a small wood burning stove in this cabin, and this other floor this can either be stripped and polyurethane, or they can be sanded down and change the color of the stain and then put a polyurethane, or I could go ahead and I could just paint this. But that right there, I intend to use that for either paneling or to make tables or anything. So I'm not going to let any of this materials go to waste. I got to get all this unloaded. I got another load, probably a whole nother truckload of this. So once I get all this materials over here, I can get back cracking on this cabin again. Over and out. Decided to go with a 30-pound felt, and changed over from the 1/2-inch sheathing to a 3/4 inch roof decking, I should say. Use a 3/4 plywood on this roof, 30-pound felt, and then we're gonna put our shingles over that. So getting ready to put some felt down.